Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, The Dark Price of the Spotlight, Music Industry Edition. You see, I had some help now. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Tatiana Liary. I'm a singer, songwriter. I've been singing since I was 11. I sing salsa urbana most of the time. And if you don't know who I am, just look it up. You can find me in TatianaLiary.com or just go to digital platforms and find me that way. Listen to my music. Please support us. And next to me, I have Judah Crombie.
Oh, Crombie in the house.
Can we get the applause, though?
You didn't say legend.
I don't remember which one it was.
C.
Okay. That's it?
Hold it.
That's all I get.
Oh, you get a longer one.
Wow.
We obviously never used that, but it's okay.
No, it's okay.
Tell us who you are.
Oh, Judah Crombie in the house, music producer.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop is right. Just trying to do my thing. I am also a huge fan and lover of music, so I'm very passionate about it and the many topics that we can cover about music in general.
Yeah, there you go. And off camera, whooping everyone. Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
It's Illa Noize. Tell us who you are.
What's going on? My name is Illa Noize. My credits include Netflix, ESPN, Law and Order, and much more.
You gotta be kidding
You
me.
didn't even say who you were.
Thank you.
How do I meant to hit the applause one.
End
Yeah,
it
you
all.
did not do the right
I am
one.
a music producer and songwriter, and I have my own studio.
Yeah, he thinks that everybody knows who you are, so you gotta make sure you say you're a producer.
That's
You're like, my
right.
credits where? Are you
What
an actor?
Well, what it is just I forgot. That's what it is.
Dude,
That's okay.
you have so many credits now that you're actually forgetting. It's becoming a daily thing.
Yeah.
And to this point where I'm like, I'm not even surprised. In fact, I'd be shocked if you didn't get one within the next couple days at this point.
Exactly, which is a good thing. It's amazing.
Yes.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Hard work, yeah.
Guys, today's episode, it's so good.
Yeah.
You want to know what it's about?
Oh my gosh, what's this about?
Rumors and conspiracy theories surrounding secret society in the music industry.
Ooh.
Oh man. Ooh, I don't know.
We needed
guys.
like a spooky one,
That's
but I don't
heavy.
have it.
That's heavy.
Sounds risky.
It is risky.
Whew. Hey, I said
We're
rumors.
risking it all here.
This is rumors and conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Meaning
okay, so-
it's rumors,
Yeah,
exactly.
So
So
none of
we
this
don't
information has been confirmed. This is just what we heard, rumors.
Yeah.
But
just
the cool
rumors.
thing is, because we hear it sometimes, and actually, I feel like it's out there now more than ever. Maybe because the internet, or maybe because social media. I don't know why, but I hear it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like it's not hidden anymore, like it's not a secret anymore. But I wanted to know how it started. How did that started? Like how everyone started saying, oh, there's conspiracy theory now in the music industry. So I asked ChatGPT because I wanted to know where it came from. And this is what it said. There are several rumors and conspiracy theories surrounding secret societies in the music industry. One popular theory is the idea that certain musicians and industry insiders are members of secret societies such as Illuminati or the Freemasons and use their influence to control the industry and manipulate masses.
Sounds about right to me, based on what I see.
Yeah.
I cannot agree more. Obviously, we don't know, but it says this theory gained traction in the late 20th century, with some pointing to symbolisms and imagery in music videos and album covers as evidence of hidden messages and agendas. For example, the use of all-seeing eye symbol or references to ancient symbolism. Sorry, guys, try to speak English well. Or often cited as proof of secret society presence. So, come on, guys. We see those symbols everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Think about some of the biggest names in the music industry in general. I mean, Jay-Z, he's been doing that Illuminati,
Right?
all-seeing eye
The
symbol,
triangle.
the triangle. He's been doing that forever and ever. I mean, since the mid-90s.
Remember last year, Rihanna? Didn't she was like going like this too in the Super Bowl and things like that?
Yeah, and then her performance had 3 platforms, one up top and then 2 in the bottom, making a triangle, right?
Yeah, I remember
Oh
that
yeah, they
too.
use lots of symbolism in their imagery, especially during some of these like Super Bowl performances where there's a huge audience, and it's like, I mean, it's obviously deliberate that they're doing this imagery the way they are.
Yeah.
And if it's not for a reason, why have it anyway?
Well, that's what I was saying is like, is it because they're trying to be ironic or funny and they're like, let's just mess around with the audience and do this to play into that? Or is it really something to it? Mm-hmm. Like, is it really a symbolism thing and they're representing for the Illuminati? That's the thing. It's hard to really connect that.
Yeah, no, I think it is. I just think it's at a certain point where it's no longer a secret. You know, it's just kind of like, oh, we're putting it out there because it's quote unquote cool or edgy or, you know, however you want to call it. But yeah, we're absorbing all of that subliminally.
That's true. And it says that another theory suggests that secret societies in the music industry engage in rituals and occult practices to gain success and fame. Some claim that artists have made deals with the devil or have undergone mind control programs to achieve their level of success. That thing is scary. It's very scary because Kanye West has a video saying that I sold my soul to the devil. Yep. Have you guys seen that video?
I have not.
You have not seen the video?
He actually says, I have sold my soul
Absolutely.
to the devil. Yeah.
I want to see if I can find it here. He said something about... let me see. I think I was looking for it earlier.
Was this pre-Christian?
Yes,
pastor
this was. Yeah, I believe this is about 12 years ago, maybe more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not surprised because he goes through quite a few different phases and they're pretty extreme.
Right.
So that doesn't surprise me.
It's like every few years a new phase, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But with Kanye,
it's
I
sad.
don't think anything would really surprise me at this point.
No, you're right. You're right.
And if he came out and said, I am an alien, I'd be like, oh yeah, take off your human mask, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's just really sad.
Let's hear it.
Artists are too scared to stand up for something. They scared to lose their fucking house. Or they scared to lose their record deal. I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal.
I know it's a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
There's a lot of...
It's so sad.
Oh, dude, there's so many other famous musicians that have said that same exact thing.
The same exact thing?
Like Bob Dylan said that same thing.
Did he?
In an interview, they asked him, how did you get to this point? He said, you know, I made a deal with, you know, the big guy. But he wasn't talking about God. And he's like, it's kind of it's probably time to pay up here pretty soon. and it's like, but it's just throughout the industry, you hear a lot of people talking very similar.
It's almost like they're not supposed to say anything, but then hidden agendas, like it said, they try to maybe put it in songs so they don't look like they're actually talking about it, but they are. They're just not openly like, oh yeah, I did that. I mean, why not? Look how famous I am now. Like, I don't understand what's the point of that. But I remember they said Madonna could be involved too.
No
Beyonce.
doubt about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Beyonce as well. For me, Rihanna's performance was a little scary because they were like dressed in red.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is kind of scary. And what about the 27 Club? Have you guys heard about the 27 Club?
Mm-hmm. Amy Winehouse.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Cobain.
When people pass away at the age of 27, I think it's across the board. I mean, going back to the 60s, I believe. Jim Morrison, I think, was one of them.
I have here.
Tupac, I think.
I don't know about Tupac.
Maybe not Tupac.
It says the conspiracy theory surrounding the 27. It's commonly referred to as the 27 Club. The theory suggests that there is a pattern or curse associated with musicians and other artists who die at the age of 27 and believe gain popularity due to the untimely deaths of several influential musicians at that age. So the most notable members are Jimi Hendrix,
Yes.
Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse. What do you think? Do you think like once you are initiated or something into these secret society, like let's say this is real, right? So if you're younger than 27, you just die at 27? Like, do you think like why? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be two things. I mean, number one, I think it is a little bit of a reach as far as this particular conspiracy. I mean, it is like quite the coincidence, you know, all these people, all these artists dying at 27. But let's say if it's real, if it's a fact, then perhaps if they if they reject the Illuminati,
Oh, if they start talking about it,
then they're like, okay, you want to reject us? Perfect. Don't
you're
worry
gonna
about
die.
it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of deaths, like, of artists that they always say is ruled as a suicide. And when you look at videos, sometimes they realize, wait, this person like months ago was talking about the Illuminati and how secret society, it's like they trying to expose it, and then out of a sudden they died of a suicide. Like,
Yeah.
Well, look at Michael Jackson.
I
He
heard
was
about
kinda-
Michael Jackson. He was trying to
trying to-
expose
yeah.
the Sonny Music guy.
Tupac
and,
had an album called Kill Illuminati.
I didn't know
Kill
that.
Illuminati. And then,
what?
but the thing about Tupac is he died when he was 25.
Yeah.
So-
Plus, all that new stuff has come out recently about what happened with that. I forget the guy's name, but I think he just got charged in Tupac's murder.
Oh, okay.
So for a long time, there was lots of conspiracies about Tupac. But as far as this whole 27 Club, it's probably, for me personally, out of all the conspiracies within what we're talking about, I feel like it's one of the more weaker ones, just because there's not a lot to
Evidence
go
or-
with it other
yeah.
than they were 27. Now,
Do you think it's a coincidence?
mathematically speaking, the odds of that many really, really famous musicians dying at 27, I mean, that's a very hard thing to explain as it just being a coincidence.
Yeah.
But there's just not too much more to go with on, at least
Yeah.
compared with some of these other theories, you know what I mean? Now, if you want to talk about some of the other musicians that have died that were involved with the child trafficking movie. Did you guys hear about that? You know, Linkin Park lead singer. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
how I think he committed suicide.
Yeah.
There was several other. I think Avicii. What's the DJ's name?
Avicii.
Avicii. So the conspiracy goes Avicii and the Linkin Park singer and several other very influential, prominent people in the music industry got together to make a movie exposing this child trafficking thing that was happening. And then one by one, they all started dying within like a year of each other. So that to me, there's a lot more like validity to it. And there's some, like, you could go down the rabbit hole on that one for sure.
Well, Hollywood is another industry that I'm sure has a lot of conspiracy theories as well. Because with the Epstein also, like, I don't even want to go there because we don't want to go to that. We're just talking about music, you know?
Yes.
But I mean, the world is crazy. But talking about music, I want to know what happened to Sam Smith. That's what I want to know. Sam Smith used to be so different. I mean, if you remember when he started, I always remember this performance that he had. I don't remember exactly if it was like in the Grammys or anything like that, but it was just him in a suit and his mic. He didn't need anything else. No dancers. I mean, his voice was so out of this world that he caught me. Like, as soon as he started singing, I was like, like, who's this guy? I need to find this guy. So amazing, so classy, his voice, gorgeous. And now I see these concerts and there's one that he's like completely with his butt cheeks out.
Butt cheeks out, yeah. And
Making it clap and everything.
I don't know about that. I remember because
Well, the one that I remember, I don't know if this was in the Grammys, but it was recent, where it basically looked like hell. Like all the lights
Yes.
were red, and then there was like
That's the
somebody
one
in
I
a
was gonna
cage,
say.
and he was like dressed like that,
like a demon.
like a demon. And I'm like, what happened to you? You know, like you said, he was an amazing singer, super talented.
Like, there's no need.
There's no need.
I
Or
feel
you're
like
gonna
he's
reinvent yourself, like.
No, I think it's very probably close to what we are already discussing. Like, the selling of the soul seems to be a very common thing here in the music industry, where people have said many times, I've sold my soul to the devil. And if you look at Sam Smith's, like, what other kind of explanation other than trying to be provocative? But at this point, is it really even provocative in 2024 to do that? No, because all the other musicians are doing that. So
Right.
it's almost like they were pressuring him. Hey, make sure you stick to your end of the bargain.
Right.
You got to do the satanic ritual on live TV, and they want children
That
seeing
is
it.
so obvious.
Yeah,
No,
Then it's not secret anymore.
yeah. It's out in
if
the
I
open.
was there, I would not clap. I would not.
I wouldn't clap like his butt cheeks were clapping. No way.
No.
But you know what crazy? Everybody was loving it. If you put on the internet, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. Everybody's like, oh, you're just a hater because you're hating on. And I'm like,
no,
that's
what they're
even more
they're
scary.
gonna say, and I had my little fair share of that. But what they're gonna say is, oh, that's him being creative, him being artistic, and you know, blah blah blah.
They always justify it.
They call him brave too. He's
brave.
so brave.
He's so brave.
To do
You know,
this.
he's got his cheeks out, so you know he's.
Well, I understand if maybe he let's put it this way. Maybe he was obviously in the LGBT community, right? And he wanted to bring that out. So that is respectable if he wanted to do something like that. Maybe that's who he really was. And whoever signed him first was like, oh, you're not going to, if you start like that, you're not going to make it. And maybe who we saw as Sam Smith at the beginning wasn't really him. And then this is who he really is. I don't know. I really don't know. Because everybody knew that he had a boyfriend or something at some point. So everybody knew about it. So I don't think he needed to do that.
Exactly.
So I don't know if it's an express of him trying to express himself. This is who I am really. And that's fine. If you want to dress like a girl, if you want to do all these things, that's fine. Now, the demonic part have nothing to do with.
It has not. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even have anything to do with all that. It's just. We're focusing on is the demonic part.
Exactly.
Where you're literally making it seem like that whole venue is hell. You're in hell, and we're watching you perform in hell, and this person in a cage. And
it was very scary. I was actually very...
You know, kids watch that type of stuff.
Exactly.
It's the Grammys, their music, you know?
Don't you guys feel like, not to call the LGBT part of it out in any kind of negative way, because I'm not putting it on that, but... Just because he's a part of that community doesn't mean he needs to have a G-string on with his booty hanging out everywhere. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like it is overly sexualized. And if you look at our culture, it's progressively gotten worse so much quicker than ever before. Like, what's the next 5 years going to be? People are just going to be
naked in the TV?
Naked on TV doing the splits and shaking their butts. Like, what is next? Seriously.
I hope not, but...
Well, this rapper, Lil Nas X... He
My
did.
God.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to.
He had a video. The song name I think was called Montero or something like that. This came out a couple years ago, but basically he had a video of him. He was dancing around literally naked in the music video. Now, obviously in the music video they blur his private parts, but yeah, just butt naked, just there, and he's dancing with all these guys, and they're all naked too. And then he slides down a stripper pole and goes to hell, and then starts performing a lap dance to the devil.
What?
And you know, it's just like, why? I mean, what are you that desperate, that thirsty to just try to get some type of attention that you're willing to just do that? Like, kids look up to you, man. Like,
well, that's the main problem I have with it, because as far as art goes, people expressing themselves, whatever. But when you know that a vast majority of your fans are the youth, 16 and younger, because that Old Country Road song was so huge. Yeah. And so all the kids are like, oh, this guy, yes, and they're fans now.
Right.
And now he's twerking on the devil and giving him a mustache ride, all this nasty stuff. And he's like, he knows kids are watching it. So how can you feel comfortable doing that, knowing children are going to be seeing this? I mean, that's like stealing the innocence away of the youth.
Yeah.
And then in 2019, he sold an exclusive shoe that actually had human blood in it on the shoe and one part of it. And then now
crazy.
Recently, he put out a song with him on the cross, like on Jesus's cross. And then there were some women that were kind of like, they weren't super skimpy, but they could have probably put on more clothes. And they were like pulling up the cross. And I'm like, what are you trying to
Was he
say?
trying to be like the modern Jesus, maybe?
I don't know, but for me, you know, I found that a little offensive. Like, listen, you know, I'm not Muslim or I'm not other religions or whatever, but I would never disrespect any religion across the board. You know, it's just me, the type of person. Listen, if you want to believe in a religion, that's cool. That's on you. I'm going to believe in mine, but don't be out here disrespecting religions.
Exactly.
You know, that's just, I feel like that's a that's common sense. Like that's common code. You know,
Right.
There's
You don't
like,
see me trying to dress like Buddha and be like,
I think that if we try to do that, we get canceled real quick.
yeah,
You
or
can-
like me trying to do like a Muslim like
Oh, then you
thing,
get
like,
canceled for that too.
Oh, yeah.
like-
There's only one group that you can do this to. You can make fun of Christians all day, every day. Push it as far as you want.
That's
You don't
facts.
get canceled for that.
Why do you think that is?
Me?
Because it's true. If you think about it,
because it's true. I think it like really strikes a chord deep within a person's soul for them to get that offended about a religion like Christianity. It's like, why are you getting that worked up about? If it's not true, why do you care so much?
Exactly.
You know?
That's what it seems to be. And that's you nailed it. You know, I think that it's not the fact that, yeah, you can be creative and you can like come up with something cool to do in your new album, but we've seen your pattern. If you started dancing to the
Right.
devil and then now all of a sudden you're on a cross, you are mocking
It's like
Jesus.
the-
Like
it's-
that's just not
yeah.
right.
It's like the boy who calls sheep. You know, I don't know. I don't forget the exact
The
details.
boy who cries wolf.
Wolf. I'm sorry. Yes.
No, I thought maybe you
Wolf
were
and
talking
sheep.
about a new one. I haven't
Oh
heard yet.
no. Yeah.
That's why you need to write it down before you
I
say
know.
anything.
But anyways, we lost faith. We lost like, okay, here we go again. You know, like he kind of lost people giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. And he actually apologized.
Did he really?
I heard something about that. I didn't look into it because I was like, you know what? I don't care for this person. I'm not.
You mean the NASA guy, right?
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
He apparently he apologized for whoever he offended or something. But what I think, I'm going to tell you.
That's
right
an
off the bat,
empty
because
apology.
I'm in the
Doesn't mean
music
nothing.
industry, and I can tell you that not everything you see from the artist comes from the artist.
Right.
I'm going to tell you
Facts.
right now, these are facts. Behind them, they have public relations. They have a publicist telling them, "Ooh, you should have not said that." So at the next day, you're going to say this. Sorry, guys. You know, technology is a beautiful thing.
Until it stops working.
Until it stops working. But it's okay, because we are learning. Anyways, what I was saying, guys, something that you need to remember is when an artist, or a big artist, because not everybody has the money to pay a publicist, but a big artist is out there, they're not always talking from the bottom of their heart. Meaning, yes, they might mess up when they talk. And there's a publicist behind them saying, you messed up, we need to fix it. We have to fix it either with like a press release of some type of thing. Let's just write about what you could have done better. And what it could have happened is that, you know, they were like, hey, you know, people are saying that they're hating you for, you know, dressing like Jesus on your new album. So I think you need to fix that. So please make sure that you do apologize the next day. So it might be out of the kind of his heart, but it might also be his team behind him. So you got to always keep that in mind. Not
Yeah.
necessarily because the artist was like, I'm so sorry, I really feel terrible about this. It means it's real.
Right.
I mean, and this is why we're doing this podcast, because we want to not necessarily expose, but we want you to know what things are real and what things are not real in the music industry. Not everything that you see out there is from the kindness of the person's heart because they have talent. Trust me, sometimes it's not even about talent. Some they pay for it. So we're going to talk about all of that here. We are going to talk about the music industry raw, how it actually is. And so today it was about, you know, this controversy and thing. Who else do you think that has been in? Oh, Doja Cat.
Oof.
That's another one that I was very scared of.
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch the video. I was
Yeah.
literally disturbed by that video. I was like, maybe
Yeah.
I need to, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is talking about well, it's a new-ish song. It's not super new, but I think it's called Demon or Demons.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the music video is just her literally dressed up as a demon, you
Yeah.
know, and she's like this, that, and you know, the lyrics too. It's just really sad. I think we honestly need to just call it out, you know, instead of just kind of like normalizing it and be like, oh, you know, it's just whatever. She's just creative, being different. No, it's not about that anymore, you know, like.
Yeah.
So
It's
do you
blatant.
think-
It's a full agenda.
It's
that we're
agenda.
saying
So
right
they
now.
have a purpose. Like they're
Yet again,
you know,
another artist that appeals largely to young
Yeah.
people.
yeah.
Exactly. And do you think that's the new way for the secret society to do these rituals, but now they are exposed instead of being hidden? You think that's how it is?
They're leaning into that.
They're not afraid of being like, I don't know, not found
Revealed.
out, revealed. They're not afraid of that because number one, it's so out in the open now, and there is no repercussions for them. And then number two, I feel like overall, it's just a really big agenda at transforming pop culture in general, which then transforms American culture in general for the worse. Though it's like overly sexualized everybody now. It's made everything normal. It's normalizing all this,
Normalizing everything.
Very evil, toxic behavior. Very bad for yourself to go out and do what they're telling you to do. Hey, it's okay to go sleep around with whoever you want to. Be promiscuous. This is good. Like they're glamorizing this really toxic, self-harmful type of behavior.
Well, that's how the music is all about. If you think about it, I come from the Latin industry. Listen to all the reggaeton out there. I try to like listen to it, and I'm not opposed to it. I sing reggaeton. I love reggaeton. I'm not saying anything bad about it. But the music now, like all the lyrics, they're all the same.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what is talking about? I met her at the club, and then I love the way her butt cheeks move or whatever. I don't know.
And then they want to sleep together, and that, or even
or your
I wanna
body's
steal
not as
you-
good. Yeah, I want to steal your woman, and I'll
steal your woman. I want to steal your wife and have sex. It's just like,
what is this?
why?
You-
Why? You don't have to go there. Why? Because you just want to be cool. Like,
And I don't understand because I feel like reggaeton is a genre. Like, it doesn't matter what you put on the lyrics. So I feel like the more vulgar it is, like, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it right here. Like, I hate what they mention culo so much.
yeah.
Like, they're
I
always
agree.
talking. You probably don't know what culo is. Do you know what culo is?
No, you must tell me. Tell the audience would like to know as well. Culo?
Culo.
Okay. What's culo?
Culo is your butt, but it's like, it's supposed to be the hole. I don't even know where it's, somebody come out with
The real definition
cheeks.
is your
Is your
butthole,
hole, is your
the
butthole.
hole of that's in between the cheeks.
Sure.
But hey, but when the songs, they're always talking about, oh, I love that butthole.
But
I know, I don't know.
but now it's more
But it's
so
talking
like
about
the
the
whole
butt.
thing.
Man,
the
that's
whole butt.
like, that's straight to the point. It's like, this, dude, what's it going to be like in the next 3 years if that's what they're talking about on a
know.
song?
Well, listen.
Like what?
Now the culito is just out of being fun now. Now it's outdated. Now it's totito. I've heard some totito out there, and I'm like, why are we using
And for English
this
speakers, that
It's
means the
from part of the women? Because I don't even want to say any bad word.
the vajayjay
Yeah, that's a pretty word.
of a woman.
Yeah.
So
In the
now
songs, they're like,
that's
I like your VJJ or I like your totito. Like, what is that?
I mean, how direct can you? It's almost like
There's no like
there's
romance.
no creativity.
or
There's
anything
no
to it?
It's just like, hey, I
sorry.
want that in your pants.
Yeah,
like,
not you. I
let's
don't
do
even
it
care
right
about
now.
you.
I don't
just-
care about your
just-
personality.
yeah.
Just I want
you have a nice that.
like
And it's
like
so
you said-
crazy. If you come to me in a club and you're like, ooh, I like a culo, I want your totito, I'll be like, I'm gonna freaking hit you in the face. So how are we allowing this in the songs?
we need
Would you as a woman, wait a minute, would you like for a man, you're like very nice dress in a club, drinking your wine, and this guy comes and he's like, I want your totito, I want your culo. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Is
women
that,
that
I mean,
actually?
is that, yeah, let us know. Is there a woman,
That
are there
like
women
that?
that like that? That if a guy just comes up to you and say, hey, I want your toto, I want your vajayjay,
Like,
let's go home right
that
now.
is disrespectful.
I feel like the
Like,
women that would actually
tell
like
us.
that you wouldn't want to even be with anyway. Because
No.
like if they're like, I like when you say that to me, they're probably saying that to every dude.
Right?
Something's
Exactly.
wrong with them. They
Yeah.
have some traumas that they need to
Yeah.
go get some
This
counseling.
is
for.
why
100%.
I don't like those lyrics. Like, I'm like, why cannot we say it in a way that it's hidden, maybe?
Right.
Like,
And you know what? Doing
to
it
be.
doing it that way takes more talent, more creativity
correct.
than just saying, "Hey, I want your vajayjay."
Wow, you're very creative.
I mean,
We're laughing, but it's
let's
true.
go
Listen to
back
the
to
lyrics
the
in the new
talent.
reggaeton
Let's go
songs.
back to the freaking talent. You know, forget about I want to be cool, I want to be in. So the know
Yep.
the more vulgar my song is, the more cool it is. No.
Man, I'm not trying to sound too old fashioned, but man, I miss the romance part of it. The old songs that were, it's like sweet, it's like commitment. I'm committed to this person and we're going to, they still got down and you could tell there was like some freaky
what
stuff.
about,
but at least it was like they loved
exactly.
each other and
Right.
stuff.
Or not even, the song back in the days, I can't remember, but I love when it comes up when I'm like out, when it says like, you're getting real close.
Oh yeah.
You're making it hard for me. Something like that.
I was singing that as a kid when the song first came out.
But you don't
in the
know what
90s.
it's about.
Next.
I didn't know what it was about because it was so discreet that kids didn't know what it was about.
Exactly. So it was kind of hidden, and you can put it out there and maybe the mom is like, oh, I like this song because I know what it's about. And the kid is like not knowing that.
Exactly.
So I like songs that are like that. They're like, oh my God, it's so hidden, you know? Like, but no, they just want it so out there that it's almost, I can't listen to these songs anymore. Like I listen to it and it like literally hurts my ears.
To be honest, I got turned off a big amount from hip hop, because hip hop is just over sexualized and I'm still your beep, and I'm a all
it's
this
like
stuff.
beep beep beep.
And listen,
you hear the
hip hop
line.
always kind of had that. But it wasn't like back to what we were saying. Like it just wasn't that upfront or
Yeah, because
that.
it's supposed to be street, and I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but I just think
and
it's
then
too
they all
out
sound
there.
the same, and then they got the. It's just,
Dude, I'm telling you, I think that's part of this Illuminati thing.
Yeah.
Call it, or you know what? For the people out there, the skeptics out there that are like, you guys got tinfoil hats on.
Right.
Fine, don't call it the Illuminati. I don't care what you call it.
Conspiracy theory, just
Call
rumors
it whatever you
about
want.
the music
Call it
industry.
the
Agenda.
Yeah, because like they're all doing the same thing, saying the same message. It's almost like it's a mind control thing over the general population to get us to all think that way, feel that way, accept it, and it is all the same thing.
It's so crazy. And I don't want that in the music. Like I love music. I have literally a passion for music. I love creating the music, performing out there. And that's why I wanted to create this podcast. So thank you guys for joining me, because I wanted people to know how hard it is to be an independent artist and how, just the background of our experiences or just what we see out there that wasn't there before, or if it was not as out there or obvious. And just what we go through, and just times change so much. It used to be more about talent and now it's not really. And things like that. So that's why I created this, these podcasts, because I really wanted to talk about what's happening behind closed doors. Because people that buy albums or listens in Spotify, because there's no albums anymore like that, they listen to Spotify and things like that. They don't know the real, dark price
What's
of
going
the
on behind the
spotlight.
curtains over there?
dun dun dun.
And I feel the same way, if you haven't listened to our podcast, our first one about sexual harassment, you need to listen to it, because we talked about that too, and the things that I wasn't willing to do. And and we're going to keep exposing the music industry. We're talking about the things that are behind doors that people don't know about.
Yeah.
And most of those people can pay for their music career. So that's another thing that we're going to talk about eventually. But our next episode will be about the impact of technology in the music industry, AI technology, because that is definitely changing the music industry and we need to talk about it. Mm-hmm. That's right. So thank you so much for joining us. Please make sure that you subscribe to our podcast and keep watching.
Smash
keep
that like
sharing.
button. Smash it.
Keep sharing. If you're an independent artist going through the same thing, if you want to add anything, if you are a hater, you want to write to us, go ahead and be a hater.
hate.
I don't care if you're part of the rumors and conspiracy of the theories. Just
We're
write
losing
to us. We honestly don't care. We're three friends here. Just,
Oh, and all three of us, by the way, I think I speak for all three. None of us are suicidal. So if something happened.
If something happened to
Yes.
us that wasn't actually us,
Yeah.
maybe somebody from the music industry
Yeah.
came after us.
So-
But I don't think so, because so much conspiracy and other influencers talking about those things that I don't think so. They're
Yeah,
still
that is
alive.
true.
Yeah.
But who knows, right?
Yeah.
But we'll see you in the other episode for the AI technology. If you want us to talk about something specific, and just help us out and see what you want to hear from us. So I will see you next time.
Next time.
See you guys
Later.
La la la.